All right, guys, welcome back to the Wemaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. All right, we have a little tight window right here where in which we are gonna have some games playing, which is the English Premier League and such. But because we have to put this one down because we have been covering the Afghan for the whole time, we had a few questions that I wanted to ask you from very early. My co-host won't be here until maybe 20-30 minutes or so, but I have a few things that I have to go through because you have some big shockers that we need to have some conversation about. I'm not going to let it go because all of the top five teams are pretty much out. Whenever ever you have witnessed a tournament like that, guys, we need to talk about it. What really went wrong? All of the top five teams are out, and we are going to be discussing this because I can't believe that it's so bad. All right, so we are at the round of 16, no, the quarterfinal stage. The round of 16 was where I got PTSD. All right, due to the fact that it's so sickening to see so much good teams coming and going out. All right, are you saying that the African zone is just getting bigger, or you're saying that that these teams, the bigger teams that we expected to do their things, have just dropped off significant? Which one is it, that the smaller teams getting better, or you think that the bigger teams have dropped back big time? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, yes, all the North African teams are gone already. This Afghan is up for grabs. Anybody could win it at this point. We're gonna get to it. Just hold on. Sebastian and Jason Guna already in the building. Massive respect. Thanks to all of you guys coming in. As soon as they come in, around the 30, as I said, I'm gonna try and get Africans here and we can run a program. If it lasts for an hour, that would be incredible. But you guys determine how long it lasts. All right. Yes. So, anyways, let me go through it. Round of 16. Nigeria, Cameroon. Nigeria was the better team in that one. Nigeria found their ways as to how they are going to play. The three at the back, Bassi, Ikang, and Ajayi seems to be a revelation because before they were open in the World Cup qualifiers and look like they don't know what they're going to do. And now it looks like they have found a new lease of life. All right. Are they going to take it as far? We're going to discuss that later, but that's a 2-0 victory for them. Put them in the round of 16. Angola 3-0 over Namibia. This game was slightly closer at the start, but Angola proved that they are a very much organized team that will keep their shape no matter what happens. And I think that's what describes this tournament, to keep your shape no matter what happens. If you start to try and work other ways out to get things on the fly, this tournament seems to not work out for you. It doesn't matter how big of a team you are, and that's what I think is the true problem in this tournament. So you can't improvise in this tournament, or else someone will stick to your plan and take you out. So it's amazing. I love it. All right. So we have Juras in the building. Bless up, Juras. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. So that's Angola setting up a mouth-watering clash with Nigeria. We're going to discuss the quarterfinal right after that. Then you have Cape Verde. Verde took on Mauritania and they won that one 1-0. Very good game, you know. Very good game. We all thought that Cape Verde would have walked away with this one. It never panned out that way because Mauritania showcased to me that this might not be a drop off of the big teams. Them, a lot of the smaller teams are just flat out improving. All right, just flat out improving. That's what I am getting based off how I saw some of these teams when I'm saying, oh, maybe Cape Verde will just continue on their good form because they played better teams and felt good and passed over them with relative ease. No. That's not how it's going to be shaping up here. These guys coming for their get back. They need to get back something against you. All right. Then we have Del Marva said, I'm feeling strong about Nigeria. So, all right, people saying that they felt strong about the Nigerians. All right, so that is Mauritania lost to Cape Verde. So, Cape Verde advances to the quarterfinals as well. Then you had Morocco against South Africa. South Africa, we expected them to be a challenge, but Morocco was one of the tournament's favorites. Morocco and Senegal was the two top favorites for the entire tournament. Morocco did well, have two teams that could do well in world football period. One is a little bit weaker. That's the normal home version one that goes in the tournaments when they are not FIFA windows, but their main team is very, very strong. And to be honest, they're a slightly better team in the first half based off my analysis. They missed chances or missed entries, didn't took advantage of those, but the physicality from South Africa never let up at all. And once you found yourself in problems, they just couldn't come out of the problem. All right, yes, and fully deserve to South Africa to take advantage of that. All right, so South Africa clash up against Cape Verde, and that will square off one bracket of that round of quarterfinals. All right, so we're going to go to the next side. The next side that we have Mali 2-1 over Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso came into this one. A lot of people like how they played high energy, but Mali was also one of the high energy teams. So you knew that you would not get a slow game here. It's going to always be a clash of the Titans, and to be honest, they both impressed me. All right, this was a game that I never expected to turn out that way. All right, so 2-1, entertaining game, to be honest, and both of them look like they are coming for the future of Africa. Are you guys saying that they're going to be taking the future of Africa? That is the question I'm going to ask you guys. All right, because I am telling you, the next AFCON, a lot of these teams ain't making it to it. A lot of the big teams ain't making it. You're gonna have one or two big teams not making it to the AFCON at all. All right. All right. What say you guys? Do you think that's possible? Do you think that's possible? The amount of teams developing at this rate. Do you think it's possible that a few of the big teams won't actually make it to the AFCON? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. 24 lovely people checked in very fast. Please do get the likes up on the video so we can get the visibility out there. Run up the likes so we get 20 likes very fast so YouTube could send it to others to tell them that we are live and we have a banging show for the time. All right, African says no. Africans, let me know when you're here and I can try and set up the Discord for you to come in. All right, yes. Senegal versus Ivory Coast. Senegal scored first in this one and looked like they're on their way. And I'm saying, yes, Senegal look like they're going to steamroll. They're going to be the first back-to-back in a long while, and we expected everything to go good for them. Good Lord. I want to say Ivory Coast rallied back, and we have to show them some respect because I would say that they played good in midfield in the Nigeria game, but they have not lived up to the hype. All right, they have not lived up to the hype at all. All right, they have not lived up to the hype. So for me to see that they start to put it together, and that's what I've always said for tournaments. Don't look at the teams that start out at the block, boom, 5-0, 6-0. Don't look at those teams. Always look at the teams that actually let me slip over to the detailing screen so we can give you guys what let you see what I am seeing. All right, let you see what I am seeing. All right, yes, so we can have the conversation a little bit more detail. All right, bless up yourself, Jeremy, and thanks for being here. Yes, so both teams that might be the favorites today are the actual teams that are known as big teams, but they never started well. But definitely they have picked up game by game. And that's Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria. And both of them faced each other. So would you say that that was the toughest group? I wouldn't say so. All right. So, anyways, Cote d'Ivoire equalized and took it to penalty, 1-5-4 on penalty, as you saw there. So they sets up a clash with Mali at this point. So Mali will be squaring off with Cote d'Ivoire. They are getting better, and even though Mali is a high energy team and looked solid, it's not going to be a walkover for them. Cote d'Ivoire will try to use their experience, and especially if they can control in midfield, anything is possible. Anything is possible. To be honest, anything is possible. So let me know your thoughts in that one as well. Then you have DR Congo, Egypt. Egypt, Salah getting injured from early kind of changed a lot for Egypt. A lot for Egypt. That X factor to create and score was just not there to the level that they wanted. And that extra player to take away two players was just not there. All right. And that cost them big time. All right. So, anyways, 1-1 draw. Going to penalties, and DR Congo prove that they are here to stay. 7-8 winners on penalties. Impressive, DR Congo. All right, so you have the final one, Equatorial Guinea, one of the better performers on in the entire tournament. Ensu was one of the better performers in the entire tournament. A big rush tackle, a big massive rush tackle. He touched the ball completely and cleared out the individual to collect a red card. The referee never wanted to have anything to do with it. He wants to just give a red card. Let me know if you think that that was a actual red card offense, because he touched the ball clearly, but he couldn't take himself back out of the challenge. But he committed to the challenge so hard, his follow through went straight to the rib cage of the player. So let me know if that was a red card offense or not. That changed the entire game. It was 0-0, and they had Equatorial Guinea had to go down to 10 players, and they still have their queue to set up, because their style of play was not to go gun-ho to anyone. Their style of play was actually to suck you in and play through the mid press, and then can let Ensu go through the middle all up to the two strikers, and then link the wing players them coming through, and then he will go back into the box and finish off the goal. So that's their style of play. So dropping down to a player never affected them so bad. To be honest, that was surprising to me, but they worked the system well. So you could say either Guinea was not good enough to exploit their weaknesses, or they are just good at playing football, period. It's one or the two. But that's what I saw, and they could have won a penalty before, I might have gotten a penalty before, and they never gave it to them. But the second one, where they brought down that guy in the box, he came through his legs, touched the ball, but had contact with the player, and that was deemed a foul, and it was a penalty. Ensu decided that he's going to be cute, try to kiss it off the left post, because if you're the left post, all right, left post. But if he's facing it, he's going to go to his right, but to the left post, and it hit the post and went out. All right, and that equaled 0-0, and then they lost it in the last kick of the ball. The last kick of the ball. I honestly believe that I wanted to see that go to penalties. At least that game, I wanted Equatorial Guinea to go through, because I just believe that they would give a better showing, maybe in the latter stages of the competition. They had some styles that they could have beaten big teams. That's what I believe. Guinea looks solid, but I don't have the same faith in them as Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea was a better team by a good stretch before the red card. All right, so I could say that out of all of them, I could say that maybe that the red card really let his team down. That's what I would agree on. His red card let his team down, period. All right, so that sets up DR Congo versus Guinea. All right, that sets up DR Congo versus Guinea. All right, guys, you have 27 people here. Thanks very much for being here. Smash the like button and keep on sharing the content so we can get the people in here to have a good conversation. Then we have Jason Guna said in 2024 that's a red card. Years ago it's not. And Jura says suck you in. Yes, the system that they play I was trying to explain, but clearly I can't talk and you guys don't take it a complete different way. All right, yes. So they are Congo, Guinea. DR Congo coming off a victory over Egypt. Being that it was penalty, I don't think that they got outplayed in the game, none at all. Yeah, thanks very much, Big Boss. I don't think that they got outplayed in the game, none at all. So that would give them confidence to say that they can keep compact and then pounce on the brick for the counter attack, and they could cause some problems. I want to say that how this tournament is going, would say that Guinea for me would have Guinea would could cause a problem, but for some reason I am going to go with DR Congo countering on them and being effective. I just believe that that's how it's gonna go. So I'm gonna go with DR Congo. I'm writing down my list now, and obviously Africans will come in soon. He will text me once he's available, so you could come in. So my list is DR Congo. Guys, go with me. Let me know your thoughts. DR Congo versus and I'm going to build on this list because I'm going to research both teams in depth before the competition starts. And I'm going to do all of these matches in the round of 16. So look out for that. Keep on supporting the channel, and massive, massive respect to you lot. I am going to slide to DR Congo taking it. So DR Congo is my first one. DR Congo, I think they are going to counter on them, and it's going to be effective. So I'm going to go with DR Congo. EJ says Super Eagles winning it all. We are going to discuss that because maybe this is the only opportunity we do get to cover all the teams them and maybe the overall round, because things will get so hectic. Jamaica, Concacaf things coming up, so maybe all of that will take some place. All right, so Mali, Ivory Coast. Mali, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, for a lot of you guys. That is a tougher one. That is a tougher one. All right. Are you guys saying Cote d'Ivoire coming through at the right time, and you think that they're gonna pass? They're gonna pass Mali. All right. Mali, Ivory Coast. DR Congo 2-1. You're going with EJ said Senegal and Morocco were the only teams I deemed a threat to Nigeria. I wouldn't go off like that. I wouldn't go off like that. I would show some respect to the other teams. I'm going to discuss Nigeria, but I don't believe that Nigeria is so clear of everybody because they still have problems here and there, and we're going to discuss that in depth. King Solo says Mali win it. So they said that the actual host will be out in this one. King Solar going for it. King Solar, I would disagree with you there. I think Mali's midfield, Ivory Coast's midfield is getting up to a different steam, and their forward line is getting fitter. Remember, we have not seen their forward line to the fullest extent. So we need to remember that, guys. We need to remember that their forward line was not actually remember, their forward line was not fit. All right, and their forward line is coming together. With that, I would say it kind of. I know King Solar said that he's sticking by his guns. He's saying that Mali beating Ivory Coast, but I just have a feeling that Ivory Coast is coming back for that. They are going to come back strong, and they have the right pieces that's speaking at the right time. All right, so these are the guys that they have. I'm going to try and bring it up on the screen so you can know who is coming in at the right time. But being at home team, they have a big advantage. Mali won, Ivory Coast won, penalty wins. Okay, okay. Let me see what you said. Ivory Coast wins in penalty. All right, no problem. All right, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so you in midfield you have Jean Michael, Sangari, and Fafana started. All right, and then you have Nicolas Pepe, Frank Kessie, Sebastian Aller in coming in. All right. Willie Bowley is also there. He has not played. Surprising. Duambia has not played as well, and Boga was not played as well. So the depth that they do have is incredible. Surprisingly, all right, it's incredible. So if they can get Sebastian Aller to start and Kessie with Pepe, Pepe looks good coming off, especially when he's darting into the box. He looks like, oh, Arsenal thought he would have been in the Premier League. All right, yes. So if they can go with that, I do believe that they are going to grow into themselves and maybe really teach us a lesson and cement themselves as the favorites. Are we sleeping on South Africa? We have not touched South Africa as yet. So give us a chance to give every team their credit, because we have not touched South Africa as yet. We are just going through the players then, because I think a lot of people never checked how much players these guys have truly gotten that are coming through the tournament. They are not fully fit as yet, and they have to try blood them in, take their time. I do think full-fledged Pepe, Ali should be in, and they are going to be a serious threat because their midfield was already one of the best midfields in the entire tournament. So I think if they all click, Mali has no chance. If they all click, Mali has no chance. But obviously, we saw though this tournament is going. They still a little bit away from actually clicking. So that is a good thing. Guys, as you come in, smash the like button, share and subscribe. Get us up to the likes that we need. How much likes we are having on the video? Can't tell me that it's 5 likes. All right. EJ says, forgot about banana. Eagle. So no, we have to talk about football. All right. Mali has no. I've never said Mali has no chance. Just listen to what I've said. I said, if all of these guys clicks, that's when you're going to figure it out. So if I said all of them click and it's player for player, Mali has no chance to win. All right? Because these guys are good footballers. On their best day, they are some of the better footballers in world football. So you can't tell me that if they all click on the same damn field. The next team that has good players, but they don't have the level of good players as them, are going to be the favorites. No, we have to be honest with ourselves. They are not going to be the favorites. All right? Do they even no, that's what I've said. That's why you should listen to what I've said, I've said I'm hoping that they do click, but I'm not sure. So, but they will be closer to at least automatical clickable situation. Automatical clickable situation. Let me know what that is. Well, anyways, I'm still going to go for them, and hopefully, if they do win, you come back and curse me with 15 likes. Unacceptable. Even though we have 30 people here, still unacceptable. All right. I said even if they do click, Mali has a chance. All right. Mali will go down versus the Elephants. Click or no click. All right. All right. I am sticking with Ivory Coast right here. So that's my second one. So I am picking DR Congo versus Ivory Coast in the semifinals. All right. So that's it for me right there. Then we are going to go up to the next side. We have Cape Verde, South Africa turned over the giants in Morocco to reach here. You think that is enough to say that you're going to give them the edge, or you're going to say that Cape Verde, or you're going to say Cape Verde's quality that they have shown throughout this entire tournament, you are giving Cape Verde the edge over South Africa. What are you saying? What are you saying? I am this one is a free one here. Let me write it down. Cape Verde versus Cape Verde versus South Africa. This one is a free one here. I think the hype that South Africa coming off in a man. I don't think Cape Verde is just running away with this. I still believe that Verde is the slight favorite based on what I've seen from them. I think that their technical ability is surprising to me. It's surprising that they have reached this level as well so fast. And I don't think this is a flash in the pan. So they are going to be a true threat. But we have South Africa coming off, whether or not red card or bad calls or whatever. They beat Morocco and they never looked like a team way off the park. Morocco slightly looked better than them for majority of the game. That is true. Majority of the patches of the game, Morocco looked better, but tell you what, they damn won the game. And they never looked way out of the game. So we have to show them respect right there. We must show them respect there. So this one is tough. Let me see. Okay, so everybody is saying that Cape Verde will just beat up. Everybody will say Cape Verde will just beat up. Will just beat up South Africa. Wow. So even with Morocco showcasing how good they are, you guys still not taking it. That all right, all right. So let me try open this discard so I can call Africans to see if he's going to come in the chat. 1 second, guys. Let me try and get Africans on this phone. Yes, to wait. Let me try and get him in. All right, audio capture. All right, 1 second, guys. Let me try and get Africans in for the discard. All right, so this is supposed to be good. Hello, Africans, are you hearing me? All right, so Africans will be joining at some point. All right, hopefully he comes in. I don't know if he reaches, so when he comes in, he will call me. Let me try and continue the show, and if he doesn't come, he doesn't come. All right, so let me get the comments here. Ghana is out. Ghana is out. Africans won't forward. All right. I didn't realize South Africa beat Morocco twice in a row. Laugh out loud. They might not be a joke. That's why I'm asking you, how much of a threat you guys take these guys as. You get me? And it looks like you guys are not giving them their credit as to the level that I do believe you should. I still agree with you guys. Cape Verde should be the favorites, you know. But I don't believe it's just a clear cut. I think this game is going to be close, like a 2-1. They are a joke. Oh my God. I think it's going to be a 2-1 game. Everything on the line. But I'm going to still go with Cape Verde to take it. So I would agree with you. Cape Verde will take it, but it's going to be extremely close. All right. Let's South Africa wins. So Nigeria will beat. Okay. No. I want to see Nigeria to go to the toughest groups them. I don't want Nigeria to get it easy because I want them to strengthen themselves for the World Cup qualifiers, because as you watch the World Cup qualifiers, they have been terrible. Terrible. Obviously, Osimhen was not there because of injury and stuff, and the coach was trying things, and the two clearly shows that it's not working. The goalkeeper was trash. Do you understand me? So a lot of things never really worked out well for Nigeria. So I think this tournament came at the right time to work out things so they could understand and learn. All right, and definitely Stanley looks like they have found a keeper in him. To be honest, commands his backs a little bit different. He will command his backs, but that you will get it doing that, and that's what took him out. So maybe he's injured. They say it's going to be on the day evaluation before they make the decision. So it's going to be an on the day situation. So he's needed, because if he's not there, you know, I can tell you, guys, Nigeria have to outscore every team that's left in the competition. Because the next goalkeeper, I am not so sold on him. I am not so sold on him. I'm very sorry. And I think people agreed as well. Not close. All right, EJ said not close. Danny, how you doing, man? We are beating them. Not only that, both in females qualifiers for Olympics as well. Okay, that's South Africa. All right. Nigeria are not scared of any team. I have never said they are. Nigeria finding their mojo. Angola does not have a chance. I wouldn't jump to say Angola does not have a chance. All right, we're going to break it down because remember, this is a team that we pretty much watch always. So we know everything about Nigeria. All right, yes. Uh, if Yarimina should have actually yeah, Lamin Yamal, sorry, should have actually went on to support them and actually go there. All right, Africans, let me know when you're in the thing. All right, yes, because you might be calling me back. All right, one second. You missed a call from Africans. Join the call. All right. Hello, Africans. Are you hear me?
I am hearing you now, yes.
Okay, so hopefully everyone is hearing you. Let me know, guys. Africans is on the line. So hopefully he's hearing me. All right. Yes, I was just going through all of my things. Danny said, "Big man, who are you supporting? Angola is just a passed over since Senegal." But Danny, it's not about who I'm supporting. As you know, I'm always pride myself on education, so I've always tried to research and give you my feedback. Everything I've said in the previous games about Nigeria, they came off. So why you wouldn't want me to tell you the truth rather than just tell you that Nigeria will win? You're sounding like I will not finish the statement. But yes. But anyways, let me break it down. I was on Nigeria. Let me give my Nigeria prediction. So Nigeria, Angola. Angola, coming off Namibia, I thought that not this Angola should have had a tougher test coming into the Nigeria game. I do believe that this test was not the test that they wanted to come into the Nigeria game. That's what the only flaw I would give Angola right there. But they are going to be they are going to come out and fight hard. What I would say, the three at the back for Nigeria have transformed their team, but I still will have a problem with the goalkeeper because I still believe that Angola is good enough to get 9 shots off and maybe 3 or 4 of them on target. And the next goalkeeper, I have no faith in him, none whatsoever. So, with that said, I think I have a problem right there. All right, but I still believe that Nigeria creating over 5 clear chances every single game. Are they finishing all those clear chances? No, but they have a tendency to at least get 2 on target, 1 scores, and 1 the keeper has to make a big save. So at least 2 going on target. All right. So I do believe that Angola is not up to the speed of the other, like the Cape Verde and no, not the Ivory Coast. So the spacing would be a little bit freer for them. So with that said, I do believe that the game will be faster and they will create around 7 big chances in this one. And if they're gonna create 7 big chances, I could see them getting 2 goals plus the actual big save out of the goalkeeper. So with that said, I think I'm looking for Nigeria to win this one 3-1. Well, King Solo, you should go back on my research, go on my next analysis videos and go back and watch the games and then you come and tell me respect. Kindly tell me I love violence. So I can get back to if we win. But Danny, if you watch my channel, I always give a fair analysis. No, it doesn't mean the defenders are not working because look, off the corners and the free kicks them, you can create chances from that. And Nigeria gave up a lot of chances off the free kicks them. All right, so you can't say the defenders are not working. And sometimes it's how you set your systems on free kicks because sometimes it's not the natural center backs them in the defensive zone. Sometimes they put the forwards them ahead and then the center backs them run in, and it's all depending on the type of system. If it's a zonal marking you're using or what. You get me? So it have a lot of things to do when you're talking about football, my brother. All right. Remember, it's me talking to you, know. So don't come bad me me up. All right, let me bring in Africans. So Africans, we have went through all the predictions so far. I went to all the predictions so far, and it's looking shocking. All right, a bunch of people getting jumped out of the tournament, embarrassing fashion. What you have to say for it? I know you covered it already, so give me a fast rundown, and then you pick your player, your teams coming out, so we can just finish up the final part of the show. We are going on an hour, and we have limited time. Go ahead.
No, I think ultimately when it comes to the games we saw, it's a conversation of really finishing. I look at like the Senegal Cote d'Ivoire game. To me, I don't know why Senegal wanted to play with their food. For some reason, defending has either allowed you to soak up the pressure and you win in the end, or you don't and you ask yourself, why didn't we take these opportunities? And so I think ultimately, like Senegal versus Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal should have won that game, but they played with their food too much. And what's happening now with these matchups in the quarters, you have varying styles, but ultimately teams that want to kind of try to play the same way, one versus the other. And I wonder who wants to blink first, right? South Africa was able to play defensively well versus Morocco, even though they gave up the penalty. And they did. But I mean, Williams is one of the best goalkeepers on the continent, and there's a reason why, South Africa always has a chance. Now, when you're playing a Cape Verde who also want to give you the ball, what do you want to do? Right? South Africa still have their speed, they still have team cohesion, but Cape Verde is a team that says, yeah, you want us to give us the ball and we'll be possessive for the game. That's not a problem. We will do that. But then now it comes down to South Africa. Can you now finish those chances going through? The Angola Nigeria matchup is, look, I'm going to sound this way, but I'm just going to say it now so people don't think I'm just bad minding Nigerian youths. I want to see consistency from Nigeria. I think ultimately they've had two good games and they started to play better, right? That Ivory Coast game was good. Against Cameroon was their best that they've looked so far this tournament. That being said, I don't want to then say, okay, yes, their form, they're building cohesion, they're building in form that is there. I'm still weary because I'm still apprehensive that that shoe might drop. And then you have another opportunity where it's, hey, we have 18 chances, one is on target, and the other team has 3, 2 are, and we lose 2-1, right? And I'm not saying that on paper, Nigeria should be here. On paper, it's very conceivable, JD, that we'll see a Nigeria Cote d'Ivoire final because you can't discount the home crowd for Cote d'Ivoire, and then you can't discount Nigeria's playing well. But in the back of my head, it's okay. When are these teams going to get challenged moving forward? Right, the top bracket is easy in that sense because if Nigeria makes it out of this, Nigeria right now, if they don't make the finals, this is a wasted opportunity for them because who are they? Who are they going to like? There's no one on this side of the bracket, in theory, on paper, that they should fear moving forward. On the bottom half, in my opinion, whoever makes out of that bottom half, I think they're the favorites in the final because it's more of a gauntlet of teams to go through. So I think right now, ultimately, if I'm picking those games, I'm going a tight Nigeria win over Angola. I do believe with everyone, I think Cape Verde does get it past South Africa. And then you have, I'm going to take Mali over Cote d'Ivoire, though I think Cote d'Ivoire can make it out of there. So I'm going to go Cote d'Ivoire for the home side. And then the last two, DR Congo and Guinea. DR, it's going to be Guinea, I think. I mean, Wissa's one of the best midfielders in the Prem, always working well. But I think right now, ultimately, I'll go with the home sides and the teams that are playing a little bit better here. So those are my picks going forward. And yes, I know they're much more consistent than Ghana. I would disagree, Drew Ross. Ghana has been very consistent. They've been consistently mid. They've not been good, and they've been that consistently. People are still looking at them and saying it's 2010, it's 2024, it's 14 years ago. They haven't played at that level in 14 years. So Ghana has been more consistent than Nigeria because Nigeria have at least gotten the results. Ghana also has consistently been the good Samaritans at AFCON, giving teams points always.
Guys, take your time out. We have not even hit 20 likes on the video as yet. We know it's a shorter one, and we know we came at you emergency, but get the likes up so we can get the visibility on it. If people don't like the video, it's gonna say that we have not done a good job. So take your time, hit the like button, share the video around. All right, yes. So that's what you have to do in order to get it up there. Okay, all right. In Africans, you see a lot on it, and you said that it's Nigeria's final chance. Nigeria's final chance to do something. I do agree with you that this is Nigeria's best chance. Yes, that is true. But all right, all right, good night. Yes, so it's Nigeria's best chance. Yes, I would say so. But I still believe that it's going to be tough before the finals. I think Cape Verde or South Africa will pose them some problems. Yes, they are not going to fear them, but I still believe that they are going to pose them some challenge. So I think Nigeria could be prepared for the finals. Because you said that the reason why anyone over the opposite bracket will win, regardless of who, if Nigeria goes to the final. When you talk so highly of Nigeria, but yet still say anyone will win because the bracket is more tougher. I think Cape Verde will pose the same challenges as Mali as well as DR Congo or Guinea. You understand me? So I think that is just a way to eat on Nigeria.
And no, JD, maybe I'm being too harsh on it. You're not the first person to tell me this week. Someone told me this week as well. I said maybe you're right, but I look at the talent that's assembled on the pitch for them, and to me, I look at them and say it's a little bit more frustrating because for the chances that they create, they're not always able to finish. Now, what I saw against Cameroon. They were much more engaged. You saw Osman truly playing with engagement. Not that he wasn't before, but you see him pressing, you see him moving, and that's great. But again, you are who you are, not who you wish to be ultimately, right? And then that's where, like, I'll say something like, again, I always use Ghana because that's the thing. People say, "Oh, Ghana, why is Ghana struggling?" Like, no, this is who they've been consistently for the last 2 years. No, tell me their last good game, and then if I go to the next thing and say, "Okay, Nigeria," yeah, I don't want Nigeria to win. It's true, but if I look at Nigeria, Nigeria is 1,000 chances, 1 goal, and then we ask ourselves, "Man, it should have really been 2 or 3." So I'm holding them to that standard based off of the chances that they create versus, hey, I'm angry because of my team not succeeding. No, don't worry about my team. They have their own issues.
All right, so Africans, who are your two favorites? Like, who you realistically think will win it? Because you have said over one bracket, they think that anyone comes from over there, they're going to be a favorite. So, people in the chat, let me know, and people who is going to rewatch this video, who are your favorites to win it all? The two favorites that you do have at this point. Because remember, next round we are going to have to say the same thing again, but that's how it goes. Because obviously, some of these teams just can't be predictable. You get me? Yes. But who are your two clear favorites? All right. Umza
I
says
think
Ivory
on
Coast and
yeah.
Nigeria he goes for. Who you win for?
I mean, it's very like I think it's very conceivable that those two teams make the final. But the last time I picked people who looked like they were favorites to win, they all left. So I don't know if I'm giving them bad juju or not. But ultimately, I mean, the story is Cote d'Ivoire, honestly. But what I would love to see would be I would love to see Mali make the final here because I think they would be going well. I think so. My final is going to be right now. I'd say my final is going to be Mali versus Nigeria.
All right, so Mali versus Nigeria. So that's what Africans going for. Mali versus Nigeria. For me, I don't. I think I pick Ivory Coast over Mali. So I'm going to say Ivory Coast because I do believe that the winner out of Mali and Ivory Coast are the actual favorites to make it to the finals. So if I had picked Ivory Coast to defeat Mali, I have to say Ivory Coast going to the finals. So Ivory Coast, and based on what I'm seeing now, I think that Nigeria should have enough to pass over Angola, not as big as what most people says, and then the Cape Verde, South Africa will be the challenge to get them to the finals. All right, so I do believe that I am looking at Ivory Coast versus Nigeria part 2, but this time it's going to be Ivory Coast that has Ahalia and Pepe from the start. You understand me? So
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a different challenge this time around than before.
Mm-hmm.
So based on what you saw, then Africans, who you think will win it then? Because I say Ivory Coast versus Nigeria, but you say Mali versus Nigeria. So, who are you going to win it? Who are you going for to win it?
JD, you don't have to ask that question. You don't have to ask that question.
Okay,
It's
no, I have to
I say
ask that
Mali versus
question.
Nigeria. Malians, stat hello. We are here with you.
Okay,
Hello,
so
Malians.
okay,
Go.
so
Go on and play.
Mali winning it. All right. Okay, so Africans going with Mali winning it, and I would say that Ivory Coast stand a better chance to beat Nigeria with Alier and Pepe being in the starting 11 from the start, because I think that's a
Mm-hmm.
different dynamic. The last time they had personnel wasting chances, wasting controls, those are proper ballers. So if those two come in, that was where they had their problems. So if these two come in, I think it makes it close to a 50-50 game for Nigeria versus Ivory Coast, a 50-50 battle. So
Like,
and they
yeah.
are back. They are back in. Remember, came on and took the penalty, so they are back.
Mm-hmm.
So they are going to have enough games, because if they should reach the finals, they have 2 more games to play to get themselves in a better shape. So,
I, yeah. What I will say, JD, is this: the thing we saw in Senegal is the cautionary tale. Put teams away. There's no reason Ivory Coast should be playing the second round, but Senegal decided we got our one, we're good. Let's just soak everything and try to go on a counter. Whoever decides that, literally, whoever decides that play this tournament out and just take the games, they're going to win. Because sitting back, we've seen an example where it's backfired on teams, right?
Africans,
We've seen it throughout this entire tournament. So I think it,
Dan Danny smoking you in the chat. He's saying you need to change your supplier. Dan Danny, you can't go so far. Ask the man why he makes those claims and let he explains to you. Me and you don't agree with him. That is true, but we can do it respectfully. Come on, man. And guys, we have only gotten 1 subscriber in the entire time we are here. Come on, guys. If you're rewatching, do better than that. Give me some subscribers on the channel. All right. Regardless of who Africans decide he's going to vote for, you still should subscribe to both the channels, them. All right, because he has his belief, and you don't know until the game plays. All right. Yes. The fact that everyone agrees Nigeria will make the final simple means we shall win it. No, okay, yes, but it's just he has. I am not
they don't
because
have an excuse to not win it. They don't have an excuse to not win it.
so because you're a Ghana man, you feel like you're putting too much pressure on Nigeria
No,
saying these things.
no, JD, look at the bracket. Look who they don't have to play. They don't have
Okay.
to play. Look, they're playing. They're not playing
Mm-hmm.
Egypt. They're playing Angola.
Okay.
They're not. They don't have the chance to play Morocco. They'd play Cape Verde or South Africa.
Okay, so then,
Meanwhile, at the
so
bottom
Africans,
of the
how
bracket,
how these team reached there?
oh, I know. And this game is a game of matchups. It's different types of styles. All those things matter. And I think for me, I've said this from the get go. Nigeria has the easiest pathway up top to reach the finals. They have the easiest pathway of this entire bracket because I think whoever makes, I said, they will come out looking good, but I will still give the favorites moniker to whoever comes out at bottom half because those teams I feel that stylistically were more in depth and that's more iron sharpening iron in that sense. Nigeria has no excuse to not make the finals. You're not playing Egypt. You have Namibia.
All
You
right,
could have played Namibia or Angola. Cool.
all right, look.
You could have played.
No, you said about styles, but Nigeria played 4 styles since the start. Nigeria changed their system one more time more than Morocco. Nigeria started off with the 2-2. No, the 4-2, 3-1 system. Then they changed to the 4-4-2 system. Then the 4-4-1-1 system. Then the 5, the 3-5, the 3. the 3-5-2 system or 3-4-1-2 system. That's the 3-4-1-2 or the 3-4-2-1 system. That the 3-4-2-1 system because two wingers were behind Osimhen at all time. So the 3-4-2-1
Mhm.
system. So why you think that they can't cope with all sorts of problems? Because remember that was the excuse to say that Mali would have won this one, And now you have found out that Nigeria changed their system more than their complete system more than anyone else in this tournament. So would that not make you change your mind when you get the one thing that was holding you up from saying Nigeria winning it? You prove that what you're saying is slightly not accurate and they have changed their system more, which is very much telling
I,
you can go on the systems and see it for yourself.
I I don't doubt that, JD, and that is true. They have. My thing is, I've seen two good games from them so far.
Mm-hmm. Two
The
good
one
games.
problematic thing with the tournament overall, which I just said, is teams who don't put away teams, right? If you let them linger, and that's been my criticism of Nigeria over the past couple of years. They'll let teams linger sometimes, and then when they should be walking away with three, they walk away with one, or worst case with none. I I believe they have the talent. Again, on paper, they on that side of the bracket, there's no reason they shouldn't be going there. My one hesitation is I've seen this team look good, and then all of a sudden, and then in the game when you need them to look good, it's not there. That's the only hesitation, Jay. By the
All right.
time if they win this tournament, I will give them their due because I will continue to say I'm still concerned
Africans,
because their
you switch
body of
it. No,
work.
you switch it. Only two games they've played and they have not put away teams. So you see, if they put away Angola, we are gonna return back here before the semifinals.
Yeah,
If and then
if
I
they
will see if you constantly tell me this foolishness because you remember you started from one game in Africans. You said they have only played one good game. No, they have moved to two good games. So if you're in a
no,
tournament and played three good games now, you can't tell me nothing more. But
hey, JD, look, all I'm saying is this. I want to see them be good consistently because they shouldn't be like that's my thing. I just want them to be more consistent as how they play and with the talent that they have at their disposal. And so that's what I'm waiting for ultimately.
uh,
So I want to see them have that over always. That's
EJ,
what it is.
EJ says, will he apologize when Niger win it? He has to come out and
I
explain
will have no
himself.
choice
He has
because they would
EJ.
have
This
won
this man
4 games in a row.
EJ. This
I would
man
have no choice.
he will have to come back. Of course, he has to turn up. He has to turn up. All right, and we are gonna put his link there so you can find him where he has to do his videos as well. So he has no place to hide. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I,
We have it for him, man. Guys, as they come in, please do smash a like button and get us up to at least 50 likes on the video. We have 8 more minutes to go. Then we have Drew saying Africans is a professional Nigeria hater. Laugh out loud. But they've been winning. And Africa, I don't know what. So you're gonna tell me that you have Nigerians and Jamaicans uniting in the chat to bonfire on you?
Hey, JD, it's not been a good 4 months for me. So hey, I'll take the fire here. But ultimately, like this is the thing. Like this is nothing, we've had these conversations. This is
Mm-hmm.
nothing new I've said about this team. Like for people coming in, I've always been consistently on them in terms of their consistency, because for the amount of chances that they're creating, the game shouldn't be where they are, and so that's where my thing and the thing that we've yeah go on.
No, man, it's okay. It's okay. I never said anything. You were the one speaking. I never
Oh
said anything.
no, because I'm watching you and I didn't realize I was pausing behind, so that's my bad.
Okay, okay. No, I never said anything. I was waiting on you to finish because I'm listening well, so I can
Yeah.
pick off a little point because you said someone said to you before you came on the show that maybe you're a little bit too harsh on Nigeria because of, uh,
No,
rivalry
and
and stuff.
I don't deny that I'm harsh on them because again, I look on paper and I see the talent that's at their disposal, and consistently I'm not seeing it always there, and that's the more frustrating thing, right? And that's the thing, right? No Nigerian will tell you that they've played their best yet, and I'm waiting for their best, right? I'm waiting for their best. Whether that the beginning of the tournament, I said, how do they win? Establish Osimhen,
All right.
actually cross, feature and start those games well, right? And that really didn't get going until third game in, and then they started playing a little bit better. And from that, I said, okay, cool. That's interesting. This is good. Now, can you build on that, JD? That's why I said when we talked about it before. They've had the one good result. Good. One doesn't mean that I erase everything. Two, now we have a conversation. Three, let's go on that. But hey, I live in a world where I can't say anything because my teams are terrible right now. My criticism is
No,
true.
you're analyzing a game, boss. People will have to listen to you, and then you have to retract your statements or come and apologize to them, or they have to come and tell you sorry that you are right. But whatever the kid situation is, you have to turn up. All right? Yes.
Yeah.
Which
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, JD. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
afraid.
yeah.
I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong.
Because I
That's
never
never been an issue.
expected so much fight to be out for you today. I don't know. I never knew it. Danny them and them giving it to you in the chat. But anyways, people, I can say you have a few Nigerians that played very well in the last game. Lookman was playing well from the other game. I've said it, and that's why you guys need to give me respect here. Because when I call out these players that are playing good, over others, people actually question it at first, but in the end they have agreed. Because Lookman maybe has some of the best games for Nigeria. Bassi, I can tell you that Bassi is the best defender for Nigeria. The best defender for Nigeria, period. I don't know what kind of energy they put in that man. Because he's big, he's not small, And the way he runs up and down, it's not normal. I think Bassi was, I went back to look, it was not Lookman the best player. It was not Lookman or Osimhen was the best player. It was actually Bassi was the best player on the day. That guy, I don't know what happened in the first game, why the coach never started him, but that's a madness. That man should not come off the field. He is the best defender. He's the best midfielder. And he looks like he's the best winger as well. to be honest, because how long they were trying to put a good ball in there. And he just come in and put a one ball good. The one time they started to push on and he overlaps, he slam a ball in there. That was a quality ball. All right. So I don't know what to say, but Bassi was definitely talented. Osimhen was exceptional. That dude don't kick a ball on the goal and still be the best player in an entire tournament. I have always talked about central forward, so the link up attacking midfielders to hybrid forwards, which are the Firmino, the Firminos, and those type of dudes. It's the first time I see a striker that can just link plays, and he's doing it in a striker part as well. Harry Kane has it to a certain level, but Harry Kane is dead slow. He's trash slow. You understand me? But Osimhen, his physicality and his speed. All right, so
No, he's one of the better complete minds.
Osimhen is Harry Kane and actual Haaland combined together. Osimhen is actually Haaland and Harry Kane combined together, because now you would have joined the speed with the finesse and the actual bulldozer style. This guy is a special type of player, man. Over this tournament makes me rate him different. When the game finished, I said, oh, this man have played one of his best games. He never scored, but the referee has to be finding ways not to give him fouls, because they have to be tearing off the man's jersey. These are games. That's what I want to see from my strikers. That's a big play. So and then Lookman, obviously Lookman played well. Onyeka did his thing as well. Ikang is like a model professional, and I would say Ajayi. It looks like the center back in a three is the thing. It helps that they change to a three, because he can make a mistake and still get recovered. Yes. So yeah, so I saw several players played well. So it's hard for me to say that they are not playing well, are not playing up to their standards. I just believe that they're missing the chances. a few players on the field. So if a defensive quartet playing well, wing back playing well, and then the forward playing well, but the wingers them never played well, and then early on Osimhen was the perfect person missing the chances. I wouldn't say they have played that bad because they have created the chances and they have stopped majority of the opponent's chances and still look flamboyant in midfield. So I think it's, they are not playing as bad. They just need a statement win to solidify how much they were changing in the thirds of the pitches. That's what I would say. And if they can complete it this time, we have to just give them their respect and say, all right then, yeah, Nigeria, they got it together late in the tournament. Let me see how far they can go. That is my analysis of Nigeria, to be honest. But I like what I saw,
And
and I would have
mhm.
preferred to be in this position rather than the other positions as Morocco and the others.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with them. You said it well. They're starting to peak at the right time in this tournament, and that's all you can ask for a team to do here. So ultimately, you still have to finish the job. So finish the story, get to the end, come out here, finish. The favorites are all at home. Don't be like the rest of the favorites. They have no excuse to not be in the finals based off of how you describe that they're playing. So to me, it goes back to the original statement. There's no reason
Yeah.
they shouldn't be in the finals based off of A, their bracket, but also B, the pathway they'd have to go through. Go.
All right, big boss. People, you guys beat up Africans too much today. He's giving his take. And we have to just wait until the games play. So the games are going to be very soon. So what we're going to do, we're going to stop it right here on the 1 hour mark. And then Galactic Leagues, damn, thanks to all of you guys that turn up. We're going to, if you guys want a show tomorrow on it, let me know. So if anything, we can drop a show tomorrow because remember, we are going closer and closer to the time. All right, we could finish up what we started here, and next 1 hour show tomorrow. All right. Yes, if you want, but this can stay until the next game. We have no problem as well. But remember that we have a lot of shows coming up. So once you see we set something, you just turn up. All right. They said bring the show tomorrow. Dan Danny says, all right. So we're gonna do that, how to watch and everything to bring more people here and we can explain to them. All right. So thank you very much, guys. Yeah, remember, we can't agree with people always. We have to listen to their takes, Danny. We can't just war with Africans. Yes. All right, because everyone, so EJ likes Africans because he's saying he can understand where he's coming from. He maybe don't agree with him, but he can still understand where he's coming from. So we will
Oh,
be
yeah.
back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow breaking down things. I will have Africans on the screen, so he can't hide. All right. No, tomorrow you won't hide because you will be on the screen and we will have more details on the screen. So don't worry yourself. So join us tomorrow. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna go to the players of the tournament so far in all positions, and we're gonna pick our player or team of the tournament so far, and then we're gonna drop our people and put them in until the tournament closes. We're gonna have a good fun, guys, and you're gonna see that I make trends around here. So thanks all of you guys that turn up. Massive, massive respect. Africans, thanks again for coming on. If you have any final words, or you done say what you're
Um,
saying.
I will not be silenced, JD.
You're
I
not
will
gonna be
not be
silenced. All
no,
right, thank you,
but
thank you.
no, but truthfully, no. It's a good conversation about them, and we'll figure it out when we
Same time
again. Guys,
tomorrow.
thanks for
Same
the
time
feedback.
tomorrow.
Love it.
Same time tomorrow.
Yeah.
We are gonna do it. We are gonna do it from 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock. 1 hour. Same time. Right throughout the tournament. We are gonna give you guys, yes. Give your final word, Africans, because people fighting with you even in the stream. You're closing off. I don't know. Oh, you get people upset so much. I don't know this.
Oh,
You have to,
I said their precious team isn't performing well, and they took offense to that. No, but I think ultimately it's been a great thing. Again, the way I feel about this tournament is the team that puts away their team, um, their opponent. Yes, it seems very simple, but too many of these teams I find are just getting their goal and sitting back and being fine with it, and it's gonna bite you. So I want to see in this quarterfinals there are matchups where it allows you to do it. Take the game, run it that way, and then see go from there. Because some of these games, the opponents are letting them stay into it. So I want to see a little bit more. What's the word I want to use here?
African.
intentionality with them.
You're trying to find the right words. You don't want any more beating. Oh my God.
No, Jay, this is nothing wrong I've said because I want them to play with intentionality. Put the game away. Don't do this. Sit back and
After one
counter
goal, sitting
because
back and try to see out the one goal, you want to see a example, a statement beating, and then you can say yes, Nigeria is good. That's what you want.
I never said Nigeria wasn't good. I just don't think they're playing up to what they could be.
No, I never said you said so, but you want to feel
Oh, I
that.
know,
You
but
want to.
someone will say this. Someone will say it. Someone will say it. So that's fine. I just want to make sure that we were clear here.
Uh, all right, guys. So thanks very much. We will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna do the preview, and also within that same preview, I'm just letting you know we're gonna pick the best 11. So you guys put all of your things them together, and then tomorrow we have a good one. So thanks it again, guys. Smash the like button on your way out. All right, because we brought the show to you. So let we get up over at least 50 on this video. Peace out.